Here's a quick video on how I want you to submit your exercises and projects for this class. For the first 3 exercises that we're doing in Illustrator, the Coke logo, the house illustration, and the Brock's table color exercise, I want you to hand in the actual Illustrator file. But for every other exercise, especially those exercises that incorporate typography and all your projects, I want you to hand in a Jpeg file. And here's how I want you to export a Jpeg file from Illustrator. Come to the File drop-down menu and choose Export Save for Web Legacy. This is going to allow us to export this file at the smallest file size possible. We can choose the file type up here in the top right. I'm asking you to export your exercises and projects as Jpeg files. The only other requirement I'm going to ask you to do is make sure that you export your Jpeg file with a minimum pixel dimension of 500 pixels on its shortest side. This will ensure that we're seeing your work at an acceptable resolution. Now here we can change our file size dimensions. You can see here a pixel dimension of 854 by 612 will be fine for our purposes. Once you've got this set correctly, just hit Save and put that into the folder of your choice. Let's talk about how to export your Photoshop files. Again, I'm going to ask you to export all your Photoshop exercises as Jpeg files, except for the animation in Photoshop exercise, which is going to get you to export it as a looping GIF file. Follow along with the steps in that tutorial to see how to do that. For all other exercises, I want you to come to the File drop-down menu and choose Export, again, Save for Web Legacy. Now you'll notice this exercise is much larger. The pixel dimensions down here show that the height is over 5,000 pixels. That's much larger than I want you to export your Jpeg files. I'm asking you to export your Photoshop files with a maximum width of no more than 2,000 pixels. If you are working on an exercise where the pixel dimension is smaller than that, you don't need to increase it. You can see here I've now resized this and I'm going to select Save and put it into the folder of your choice. I'm going to come back to Illustrator. Here is our City Farms brochure exercise. And this exercise, I'm going to ask you to export this as a printable PDF file. Again, follow along with the steps in the tutorial video to see how to do that. And that's it. Thank you.